There, folks, welcome into the News 12 Now desk. Thanks for joining us here about 10:15 on our Wednesday morning. We're talking a lot of back to school right now. We know Columbia County goes back on Monday. Before they do that, the Columbia County Board of Education held an emergency training exercise today with a number of different agencies. We have our Cameron Jacobs out there right now. He was in on that, talked to some folks. So, Cameron, what can you tell us about what you heard and saw?
Well, Nick, what I can tell you is that everybody involved told me repeatedly how important this training is. Now, let me tell you about who's all involved. So far, Richmond County's Chief of Police is there. Columbia County Chief of Police is here. The Georgia Bureau of Investigations is here, as well as the FBI here in Augusta, based out of Atlanta. They're also here. Fire departments are here. Just a little bit of everybody getting ready for this training that's going to be going on from now until about 1 o'clock this afternoon. I spoke with the mayor of Richmond County, who's attended multiple events like this, and he tells me that it is very important and that he himself is actually really confident that the city itself could handle a scenario where there was potentially a mass casualty event. That's kind of what today's topic is. Now, there is some things that are very sensitive information, so that's the reason why we were not allowed to stay inside for very long. We will have more information on this at noon, but I did get to speak with the Columbia County Chief of Police and asked him why this is important for the public.
This is a joint operation with every law enforcement, any type of public safety in the CSRA to work together to achieve a common goal of public safety. Let me break that down just a little bit more. What we're doing is we're working together to try to break down the barriers that sometimes we have as agencies. We don't communicate every day. So we'll do a joint exercise together to achieve that common goal of public safety. So this is a great opportunity for every agency in the CSRA to work together on a event that affects everyone. So in today's world, if a crisis happens, we're not going to be self-sufficient. We have got to reach out to other agencies. And doing that today, working together in these exercises, opens those doors, opens those windows, and makes us work a lot smoother together by learning our faults and learning our strong points now instead of during a crisis.
Okay, and Cameron, so we just heard from safety officer there, and so you were able to talk to them a little bit. They talked about this collaboration. We hear that a lot when hearing from different agencies. Did they say why now? Is this something they tried to do at the start of every school year? Was the timing of this intentional?
Nick, this is a yearly event. Usually it's held downtown. This year, because the event is getting so large, they decided to hold it here at the school board building right here in Columbia County. So as far as timing goes, I wasn't quite sure about the timing about going back to school, but this is a yearly event, and it does seem to be about the same time of year every year.
And like I was saying, they talked about collaboration there. Is that something that they were really hitting on in there? We saw it said Strong Augusta in the background. Was that one of the main focuses of today's meeting?
Yes, so everybody preached about Strong Augusta, and they really made the Augusta feel like home, especially with the agent I speak with the FBI, who we're going to hear from at noon. He really says that it's so important that as far up as the FBI goes all the way down to the smallest community law enforcement, everybody has to work together, especially in the event where something like this happens. So the training is just very important to everybody to know that, to be able to feel safe, knowing that everybody has thought out pretty much every scenario imaginable. Nick?
Did they have any message for people out there who may be watching this and that they're prepared for anything? Obviously, this is something they hope they never have to use, but something that's good for them to have. Were there any messages they had for the public?
Yes, so I think the one who actually answered this question the best is actually Mayor Garnett Johnson out of Richmond County, and he says that he wants the public to feel safe, and he wants them to see the fact that all of these organizations are coming together to have a plan way far ahead of it if anything were to ever happen. A scenario like that happened here in Richmond County, Columbia County, Aiken, South Carolina, pretty much anywhere in the CSRA. He wanted to make sure that everybody felt safe, and he was even asked earlier today, does he feel confident if something like a big incident like that would happen in Richmond County, if the county would handle it well? And he said very confidently, I think that we are ready to be able to handle any kind of incident that comes through our face.
All right, a strong message there to the public, one of unity and one of collaboration as we get school year started here, and the timing of this may or may not be intentional, but it does line up well with students going back to school, including on Monday, Richmond County, Monday and Tuesday, and then already are back. So this all should work out here nicely in terms of timing. Cameron, we're going to let you go here. We appreciate the time. I know you've got some more info for us coming up on midday, also in our FastCast 1150, so we look forward to seeing that. Cameron Jacobs live there at the Columbia County Board of Education this morning for us. Thanks for tuning in, folks.